Hey guys, you're watching Daniel and Gian react, talk. I don't know what this video is, but actually it is a reaction.
It's a response.
It's a reaction video. So
I'll bring up the article.
We came across. Actually, this all started on Facebook. Someone sent us a comment on Facebook telling us that Padmavati has been the release of the film had been stopped due to protests in the region. I know people weren't exactly happy with the story, or the rewriting of history was initially the comment that we got. And yesterday I was on Twitter and saw an article about how the star and the director of the movie have a bounty on their head from one of the political parties.
For $1.5 million.
Yeah. Wow. Like, that is crazy. I don't know what to say about this. This is insane. Like, now we find out the issue behind it is because there's a romance between a Muslim and a Hindu. Yeah. Is that like
a Hindu queen and a Muslim conqueror? Okay,
and that's what all the issue is about. I'm not gonna get involved in that at all. That's between y'all. But I don't know. This is the first time I've ever heard of something like this happening.
Definitely would not happen.
It wouldn't happen here,
in the States.
But like related to film, like a film production in general, like it's insane.
It's what's interesting is like,
and who's this political party? Like how?
Oh yeah.
How is that okay? You know?
Well, I mean, you can read all. I think like the prime minister or whatever. I didn't read the article. You can read it as I talk, and then you can address that. But what I was gonna say is, like Gian, I don't want to get too involved in the politics because it's very easy. It's like walking on eggshells here because there's a lot of angles in which you can attack this story. One of them I'll do very briefly, and I'll just keep it to like religion here, like Christianity here. I won't comment on anything abroad, but I remember when Dogma came out. Dogma was a movie in 1997 directed by Kevin Smith, and it's a comedy farce spoof almost of basically like Jesus, the second coming. It's basically about the apocalypse coming, and there's a 13th apostle. It's Chris Rock, and it's just this comedy, and it's over the top. And I remember growing up Catholic, going to Catholic school, and all the teachers and stuff would say to avoid this movie. I mean, they even said that with Harry Potter, but I'll get into that in a second. You know, it's bad. It has a bad representation of the church. It's not real. We're going to hold protests. We're going to do this. That was it. No one ever sent Kevin Smith death threats. No one ever put a bounty on his head of $1.5 million.
Yeah.
And
how can a Muslim aggressor be portrayed as the real hero and the Hindu king and queen as victims? This is factually incorrect. This is interesting because, you know, we just did a response to...
Who said that comment?
The Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh.
He's the one who put the bounty on?
No, the guy that did the bounty was...
Well, anyway, to finish up the Dogma thing, there was nothing about
Suraj
that.
Palamu.
Oh, there you go. Okay. And right now, like, I'm wearing a Book of Mormon t-shirt, and this spoofs the Book of Mormon, Mormonism, a Christian
and
religion.
they've actually used it to promote their church.
Yeah.
They have advertisements at the church.
They literally, their response to the play on Broadway, and this is from the people who made South Park, by the way, so you kind of know the comedy there. They just said, hey, you know, the message is not, read the book. That's literally what they said. Read the Book of Mormon and you'll understand that it's better. But they didn't say, okay, we're gonna kill Matt and Trey Parker. And again, I don't want to make this like a religious hate piece or anything like that, because you could easily do that. You could easily set up arguments about like, well, I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah, not gonna touch that.
Not on this. Maybe on a live stream or something where we kind of have to have an actual interaction. But this one way thing, I don't think it's fair.
And it's also, some other people have contacted us on Facebook and like kind of talked to us about it. Like, I guess there's a sentiment that there's a lot of anti-Hindu stuff going around, but like very like passive aggressive, and people are like getting really upset because they're picking up on it. We're completely out of that element, so we don't really get it. But I mean, that's something for you guys to tell us. Like, do you feel that way? And in some of the comments, we see people like, you know, and this is recent too. I feel like when we first started, we weren't really getting any sort of rhetoric, and now the past couple weeks, it's ramped up a bit.
Since we released that documentary reaction.
Yeah, that was the first one we did.
To that guy, I still don't even know his name. The insignificant man.
An insignificant man. That was the first thing where we really saw like a bunch of like.
And to me, I enjoy it. And what I mean by that is, we're discovering the diversity in India, which is why we do these videos, which is why we're presenting these questions, which is why we're not going to, align ourselves with one side or the other, because we don't even know the sides yet. That's the thing. We don't know the sides yet. If this were an American conversation, all day, we'll be able to tell you everything. But when you're talking about 1 billion people that basically, and this is a very brief answer because we'll do the full answer in our I Asked Daniel and Gian podcast. But as Gian said, there was questions about like anti-Hinduism, anti-Indian stuff here in the States. And to be honest with you, America doesn't really throw out Indian-related news events unless there's an attack of some kind, or
something
an earthquake,
like this.
or something. Yeah, like exactly like this.
This might have been because the content that we share on our feed.
Yeah,
that's why.
They might have thrown it at us. But the point is, it's not that America hates India or something like that. It's just we're so isolated in our country that if it's not American, and we're not of that particular culture, so like if we were Indian American, we'd probably know more about what's going on in India. Probably. Maybe not.
To be honest, we probably hear more stuff about Pakistan than we do India because
of nuclear.
Because they're an ally, but not really, and there's like this friction right now, with a lot to do with ISIS and what was Osama bin Laden's group? Al Qaeda. Like there was rumors that Pakistan was hiding a lot of Al Qaeda officials during the war.
Yeah, so basically, if it doesn't revolve around terrorism, it doesn't get brought. I'm sure that's the point of My Name Is Khan too, but we'll get to that in another.
Yeah. Anyways, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for watching. The drill. Smash that like, ring that bell, hit the subscribe button, let us know what you think, leave comments. And go in on us if you think we're being just...
We're here to have a discussion.
Yeah. All right, check out these videos right here.